Not too many students are aware that there are different visa categories in the UK, which you can use to settle down here. However, most of the students put their energy and effort in just one visa category, which is the UK skill visa. So today I'm going to share example of a successful student who didn't use skill visa, but she used her brilliant idea, innovative idea for a different visa category. When she applied, it was called a starter visa, but the new name of this visa is Innovator Founder Visa. I recently met her at the board party and I was so inspired with her journey that I thought it is very important for me to come and share her story so that you guys can get inspired and take help from her as well. So without any further delay, let me introduce you guys to Keerthi. Hi Keerthi, welcome to Your Knowledge Buddy. And if you don't mind, can you please introduce yourself to my audience, please?
Hi, Sarika. Thank you so much for welcoming me to your channel. I'm Keerthi Businaboina. I'm founder and CEO of eLife. I'm currently working on my startup and also I'm on my startup visa right now.
Keerthi, could you tell us about your academic journey in the UK? What did you study during your time? Which year did you come to the UK?
I came to the UK just before COVID has started. So it was in January 2020. So I did my master's in artificial intelligence and robotics at University of Hertfordshire. And previously, I've done my bachelor's in electronics engineering in India.
So, Keerthi, which specific visa category did you choose for your visa sponsorship and what led you to choose this path?
So I'm currently on my startup visa. So when I was doing my research, I got to know about this visa, and our university was also sponsoring, was endorsing for this visa. And we are currently working on a problem. As we grow older, after 65 years, people don't feel as thirsty as they used to. And dehydration can lead to a lot of other health issues, especially for old people. So, to solve this problem, we are developing a wearable device which can measure hydration levels specifically for older people, which can alert carers instantly if the hydration levels are low. And it is also designed for the thin skin of the elderly, and it reduces the need for blood tests, and it is also designed for the non-mobile patients.
Okay, this is a brilliant idea. And I'm going to buy your device the moment it is in the market.
Thank you, Sarika.
So what you're doing is commendable and I wish you all the best. Not too many people are even aware that there's a different visa category where they can have such kind of brilliant ideas and they can execute. So question to you is, were you aware that there are different visa categories? Were you aware that there's a starter visa, there's a skilled visa, there's some other visa categories which you are eligible to apply?
So when I was I had a clear goal that I wanted to, before coming to the UK itself, no matter where I am, I wanted to have my own startup. So that's something I was clear. So now that I decided to move abroad from India and have my own do my masters. When I came to UK, I was looking, obviously with the student visa we can't do any business. So I was finding, to achieve my goal, I was doing my research and I was going through your channel as well. So especially during COVID, we couldn't go out much, right? So I spent all my time doing my research on what are the ways, what are the paths, which visas we need to apply for. So I was completely involved in it. I was going through YouTube videos, your YouTube videos, other YouTube videos, and obviously government website. I was only doing a lot of research, and fortunately I also found I was also interacting with our university advisors. So I spoke with them, and then I found out that our university is also one of the endorsement bodies at that time in the UK. So I was continuously interacting with them, and then I planned my application accordingly, and here I am. Today is actually today only we have registered our business. So today is like a special day as well for us.
Congratulations, massive congratulations. And whoever is watching this video, Keerthi is one example, and I'm here to share her journey so that you guys can get inspired. Because the regular comments that I get from students, they're struggling here to find a job. They don't know the different visa categories. They don't know the right approach or the strategy. And hence, when I met Keerthi during a boat party where we were invited, I got to know her story when I decided I'm going to invite her so that you guys can get inspired. So, Keerthi, I believe the startup visa, the name is closed now. The new visa is called Innovator Founder Visa, right? This is just a note for you guys, for my audience. If you are looking for this kind of visa, startup visa, you'll not find any information on the UK government, but the new name is Innovator Founder Visa, where you will have to look for an endorsing body who can endorse your idea. And if you get an endorsing letter, you can use that endorsing letter to apply for this visa category. Keerthi, tell us more about what are the regular assessments or the check do the endorsing body do on your business? Is there any kind of checks which happens? Are they in touch with you?
Yes. So every month, I have to report our university regarding the progress, and they monitor it like every month. So I need to first like submit a report, what I have done like every month, and and that progress should also incline with my business plan. So they do close monitoring, and at the same time I do have once in a month I also have calls from someone from our university, from the enterprise team, do give me a call and ask regarding the progress. So I do have calls, and then I need to submit reports. I need to make sure I'm going to events, and I have to mention those as well. And if there are any progress, I need to mention that. So there is very, very close monitoring.
I'm very interested to know, do you also get paid to do this, or this is just a side gig you have to do? How do you get your salary as such?
So at the moment, like while I'm doing this, I'm also working for part time. I also work as a teaching assistant. Besides that, we also got some funding like through competition. So recently, we won flair competition from our university. So we won two awards. One is Health and Wellbeing Award, and then also People's Choice Award. So with these competitions from our university, like we got some funding. So that's like helps me and also the business to keep going up to a certain period of time, because obviously it's hard to rely on it, but it helps up to a certain extent. But besides that, I'm also working for part time. And until we get like proper investments, I think we need to work a little bit harder to get to that stage, I would say.
What about the length of your visa? Is it for 3 years, 5 years? What is the duration?
It's 2 years. So I've got it in April. So April 2023, it's going to be until 2025.
Okay. And do you know what will be your path after that? Do they convert into a different visa? Can you settle on this visa?
I don't think we can settle on this visa. So, if I'm not wrong, we need to apply for Innovator Founder Visa. So, I'm on it at the moment. So, I'm not sure when I will be applying for it. We are just like making sure everything is in place, because I've already spent like so much of time on it. So, I need to first focus on the business. So at some point, we will start like looking into that application.
Were you the only student from your university or in your friend circle who got this visa, or there were other successful candidates as well?
I had one of my friends who from our university, there was another person who was like a bit senior to me. He got startup visa as well before me. So I was constantly in touch with him as well during the application process. So every time I had an application interview, he was my mentor basically, for one of my mentors for this particular visa.
Good.
Outside our university, I've recently met few people who got global talent visa. and stuff like that. But from my university, I just knew one person.
So this is already inspiring. I don't think there are too many people who knows about such visas, so they don't try about it. So what piece of advice do you want to give to students or any job seekers who are watching your video now?
I would just say two things. One, a lot of people, especially from Asia, like India or Pakistan or Bangladesh, they think UK or is like a good place for just jobs. But I would say it's a very good place for business as well. And there are like, if you have a strong business plan and a good problem to solve, I would say it's a very good place for having uh, your own business or any dream. No matter what dream you have, it's a very good place. Should explore your opportunities. Don't limit yourself too small. Think big. I'm sure like big things do happen because I was never a bright student. If I could do this when I was a kid, I was never a bright student. But if I could do this now, I'm sure all of you can as well.
You know what? You remind me of myself. In a couple of my YouTube videos, I have said I was not a bright student. I was an average student. And if I can make a living of myself in the UK, you guys can also do that. Okay, Keerthi, on that note, as you know, through my YouTube channel, I'm trying to build a community where we all can help each other. So if there is any inspiring students or anyone who's watching this video, if they want to reach out to you, I know you're quite busy. Is there any way you can also mentor someone the way you were mentored? I'm not saying you mentor 100 people, but whatever time you're left with, can they reach out to you by any chance?
Absolutely. They can definitely reach out to me on LinkedIn, or I can even share my email address. I'm happy to mentor anybody because I know how many people helped me to reach this far. If
Yeah.
there is anybody whom I can really mentor, I'm happy to do that.
Awesome. Thank you very much. A note to my audience, if there is any investor or businessman who are watching this video, if you'd like to support Keerthi's cause or you want to invest in her idea or business, feel free to do that. Her details will be provided in my video description as well. So on that note, Keerthi, thank you very much for coming and sharing your inspiring story to my audience. And I'm sure this is going to help a lot of people. And all the best to you. And I cannot see what you will do with your idea. I'm too excited to know about it, but I wish you all the best. Keep us updated.
Thank you so much, Sarika.
Thank you, Keerthi.